damn it. Like when you go on a kill late game as a tiny, you're like, damn it, I ran out of charges. It wasn't enough. Like not very many, right? It seems like it's just mostly a bonus because that would be the downside, right? Is that like your charges based, you lose a significant.
All right, Shiver, toss me some bans.
You got Nature's Prophet and Night Stalker.
It gives the tiny that flash farm, right? In the past, it's like, all right, I have to toss on a creep wave. Sure, you can clear it kind of fast, but now it's like, okay, I go hit Ancient without Aghanims. I get super farmed.
Well, I don't think Tiny's dumb. You made him sound kind of dumb right there.
Sorry.
He doesn't have agility, not intellect.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Geez.
All right.
That's not what I said.
You're a bully. You're a bully to Tiny. Is it banned?
Yeah, they banned
It's
Tiny.
banned now.
Who banned it?
coL.
And who has first pick?
Complexity.
Interesting. So they just maybe didn't want to. Maybe their style of Tiny they feel doesn't match up well against EG, and they just don't want them to have it or pick it themselves.
They banned out the Rubik as well.
The Rubes.
So perhaps they're gonna go back to picking up that Sand King first phase.
So what was banned last time instead of the tiny? It was the.
It was the IO by EG.
But from coL.
And well, coL banned out Night Stalker, Venge, and Rubik, so they don't have to do the
also the Venge
anymore.
EG banned the Venge.
Yes.
So Venge is
And EG banned out the IO, Nature's Prophet, and Jakiro, meaning that IO and Jakiro are still in the pool.
Okay.
Wait, so what?
Because Viper got
Talking about the
last
last
time.
Oh,
They first picked Jakiro last time. So in
in the previous
From
series.
DC.
Yeah.
right?
Because it's so flexible.
So I think in their head they're like, if Jakiro's left out there, and we want it, then that gives them Tiny Wisp. So we don't want that. So we're gonna take away one of the three heroes that are gonna be potential 1-2 category, right? And so they think Tiny is more of a threat than Wisp.
Yeah.
So that presumably is the trade-off.
Where do you want me to put this bad boy? You want it safe lane, Yannis?
I don't know. We don't know yet. Honestly,
Well,
I think it's
I need to
just
put. I can't just. Well, I'll just.
I'll
not
say put it as Kyle first, and then we can adjust.
Well, let's just
after.
go safe lane anyways. Sounds good.
Just hold it.
Yeah.
Just hold it.
Just hold it.
The whole time.
Put it
And
on
also
balance.
I'm
hold
not
the
sure they
puck,
would
since we don't
appreciate
know
that.
where that is.
Yeah.
Balance it on your head.
I mean, nah, because people need to know what hero was picked. I don't want to like deprive the people of his grand finals picks.
They can see it at the bottom of the screen.
What?
Yeah, there's a draft showing. as well.
Nah, you're good.
5 seconds remaining.
Yep.
Puck, where you at, little fairy dragon? Found
Flexible
you.
pick. Mostly universe,
Yeah, we'll toss him in the off laner.
but we have seen Z-Free play it.
As support. We've seen Crep play a support far in the past. And I mean, Sumail can still play it. I don't think he enjoys as much as he used to, but he can.
So coL has to ban Gyro, is what that tells me. I mean, RTG's only played Tiny and Gyro, so might as well make him play something different.
Yeah.
And he played Clinks, but that was, yeah, we won't talk.
Did he really play
We won't talk.
Clinks?
We won't talk about that.
Nah, he didn't. He's good.
Remaining.
I mean, his hand was off the keyboard for most of that game.
5 seconds
Looked like it.
remaining.
I don't know. Yeah, that I think Fog's right. You need a hero that can clear.
Whoa.
That's it. Treant.
All right, talk to me about Tree and Protector.
I don't even know where this hero's at. We haven't. I think we picked it once in Europe.
Yeah, not that often
Once
at
in
all.
Dota Pit, and just shows up.
Kyle killed Peter and consumed his power, and now he's the
10
Tree and
seconds.
Protector.
We'll just put Treant in the river.
So what makes Tree
So we can grow.
good at the moment?
I think maybe they're trying to match up versus. I would think it's match up versus the Ogre. The Root is decent versus Puck because you can't phase shift. You get some pretty crazy talents. You regrow all the trees on the map every 3 seconds. That's
At
actually
15. Yeah,
it's pretty nuts actually.
you have to get 15 on Treant though. Which
That is tough.
Is a struggle.
That is tough.
Does
But
that
he
mean
ups
that
your-
there's a higher chance to see Timbersaw or something like that? Or is that too gimmicky?
No. I don't think the strategy is.
No,
Guys, we gotta regrow the trees.
We gotta regrow the trees. Dude, but we were testing it. You macro pyre.
Deforestation is a problem, damn it.
Dude, if you macro pyre and you have that talent, it instantly regrows the trees on top of the macro pyre, and you can like trap people. It's pretty hysterical.
That is pretty funny.
That's Jakiro's escape move. He throws it into the trees and books it in there, and then the trees grow and block his path. It's like Moses splitting the sea.
The metagame's just changing too quick for me.
I think it's just like tower protector and just a strong laner, like to help out the lanes.
Is that a TA ban I see?
That is a TA ban. There's also an anti-mage ban on the side of complexity.
Cool beans.
Cool beans. There we go.
Dire team ban.
Lone Druid gets banned as well.
Eh.
Do those
whatever.
bans say anything about what Evil Geniuses might be planning?
They just don't want to. I'll let Fog take this one.
EG's turn to pick.
They
Or-
just don't want to get pushed down. Is what
They're
that
just-
tells me.
Okay, that makes sense.
And they're leaving the option to have the puck middle, is what the TA ban tells me.
They banned Jug from EG.
They do
From coL.
from
Oh,
complexity.
coL banned
Cole
Jug. Yeah, gotcha.
from EG.
Not the
So-
gyrocopter, which is surprising.
Yeah, not the
10
gyro.
seconds
I'm a
remaining.
bit intrigued by that.
How do you ban Jug anyway?
5
Like, isn't
seconds
Tree good
remaining.
versus him because he can control him during the spin? You can't like freely push and TP out.
Yeah.
And
Like-
gyro's good versus tree. Breaks the tree armor really quickly when you have
Yeah.
the barrage levels. Even though he's been going 0-4-4. At least in the start of the game.
Dire team pick.
I don't even think it's like that amazing of an ogre hero. An ogre combo. Hero.
Unless it's like Ogre and like Magnetar, then you got
Yeah,
some issues.
sure.
Winter Wyvern gets through all the way.
Yeah.
All right.
It's all about banning out the cores for these two
10
teams by the looks of
seconds
it.
remaining.
Yeah,
We'll just line up all the heroes in a row here.
5
I
seconds
feel like
remaining.
where's the Marana?
Everyone's saving their
What's happening
cores.
with
Yeah, that's
Marana?
true. I think after that blunder of the Dusa versus Marana, people are just scared to pick it because it's like if you don't see the opposing hero, it's like okay, they pick Quap or Medusa, and you're just like, oh my god, I'm playing Marana versus Quap or Medusa.
Yeah.
I get hit by Snake. I can't disjoin anything.
That game wasn't on.
So how does Treant lane
I
now?
don't know.
Like, what do you do with a Treant in lane?
Well, I
You
was talking
punch
to
people.
PPD.
Oh.
He said he likes to just like chain pull and get your levels on the hero, but
The safe lane.
So you no longer play like super zony. Zone.
I guess you have like a
people-
dark.
I mean, I
Or
don't. I'm not.
something.
I'm not too sure. I haven't seen the hero too often since the update. The root gets pretty crazy though. I mean, the talents get. It's way later, but like you get like the plus duration on your root. I think it's at 20. You get like plus 2 seconds on it. It's
Owns puck.
pretty crazy. Yeah, it really owns puck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
but you gotta
TKB.
make it
That's
to that late
way
game
later
first.
down
Yeah,
the
it
line.
is.
So that's
You have-
not what coL's theory crafting here. I think they're just going for like tanky.
And
We have
they did not ban the Drill Ranger. I want to point that out. Cole didn't
Mhm.
take that out.
I don't. I think EG. I mean, they could do it, but it just feels like they used to always do that in the past. But I'm not sure they even want to go that way anymore.
I mean,
do they?
surely they've been running it in scrims or something because they literally like every team is banned away in the 4-5. They banned Drill Ranger so many times. Like I figure it's got to be a thing for them, right?
Or maybe they're just. It's the past, you know. That people are holding on to it.
Where are you,
Razor when you don't see the opposing cores at all. I mean, sure you can. If people's cold embraced, you get the free static link,
And you can,
and you purge out bloodlust with your passive all the time. I think
you
maybe
can
that's
lane
what
in
they're
different
thinking.
places as
10
well.
seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
he's flexible. But usually you want to see like some like life steal or
5
something along those
seconds
lines when you
remaining.
pick up this Razor.
I think because Razor and Viper and these sort of heroes are better safe lane than they used to be, I think it's going to be that they try and match the Razor against the puck like they did with the Viper
Okay,
in that one game.
that's a good point.
Man, isn't it crazy? This game could just be someone who qualifies to $1 million tournament. Just blow your mind.
One game, one
The
computer
hell?
game, Dota
I
2.
was just wondering.
Isn't
Didn't
that-
blow your mind, all right.
Dire
Mind blown.
team pick.
It's a
I'm
Luna.
sorry, Cap.
Don't we,
That just chump changed to you. My bad. Huh?
don't we cast these sort of games all the time, Grant?
Luna.
I feel
Oh,
like
just
you've
another
casted a
thing.
number
You
of
all right? No,
qualifiers
no. I was
and
just
some
wondering.
keys.
No, all right.
Luna picked by
You're something else, bud. You've lost it.
All right, that's like a Drill Ranger. I'll take
10
it.
seconds
It's really good.
remaining.
with Wyvern and Ogre. You've got that
5
steroid for
seconds
the Luna,
remaining.
and you've got
Yep.
the save.
It's not super good versus Razor though, right? Like like.
But you're
back
natural
in the
hurricane.
day, like Razor's.
Yeah,
static
it's like
really good.
Hurricane Pike. You always want to be near the back of the
Oh.
fight. Like if Razor runs into you, he should die, right?
Yeah, and you have Eclipse. Like Razor needs BKB to walk in and okay, bat. Grab
Yeah,
that.
that was my point. Like in mid game BKB, you pop BKB in Static Link, and Luna just like loses so much power.
Bat Rider. We have not seen much of this hero at all.
Nope.
It's
10
usually
seconds
banned.
remaining.
Reveals that Jakiro is not an
5
offlaner.
seconds remaining.
There's still a small, tiny chance it's a core, but probably not.
Both teams saving their mid for last. Well,
Yep.
EG might have the puck mid. We don't know 100.
Will either team ban the Drow or Picket? You got plenty arranged.
EG doesn't want it anymore, surely.
Yeah, I don't think EG.
With the
I don't. It
Luna
doesn't
already?
seem like
Yeah.
a cool hero to me.
Yeah, I don't
Dire
think it-
team ban.
Is that a life stealer ban? I see.
Yeah.
Cool. What's your guys' favorite taunt in the game?
10
Jakiro's.
seconds remaining.
I like Crystal Maiden
You like
building
the
a snowman.
music for
The music for
Are you
Jakiro.
serious?
5 seconds remaining.
Panda.
Panda's a taunt.
Yeah,
He rolls on his
around
barrel.
on his barrel.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
pretty
yeah,
dang,
yeah.
his drum. Yeah.
Crystal
cool.
Maiden makes a snowman. Pretty cool too. With it a nice
Dire
sound too.
team
I like all the dancing ones. I like Io's music too. Like it just feels like you're like this little glowing ball of garbage is just taunting you. Just makes you angry.
Rude. I don't think I would appreciate being called garbage.
Well,
Yeah, I don't know why you
Don't say
like
it's my
a
face.
taunt that makes you angry.
It's a companion cube.
10
Oh, yeah.
seconds
Because
Because
remaining.
Grant admires any competitive advantage you can get.
exactly.
5
tilting the
seconds
enemy.
remaining.
Fair enough.
They
That's
ban
why,
out the
yeah,
knights.
that's why I love Dirge's taunt too. When you didn't know like which way he was walking or casting, that was great when people are abusing it.
Because
Lon
Grant
M.
doesn't play
Yeah.
Dota. He
I love
watches
that.
Dota.
All right,
Nyx Assassin banned by coL, so I really want to give the. I mean, Nyx is really good versus Bat End. It's not the same versus Razor because it used to be you mana burn with the Carapace versus the passive and you stun, but now passive's different.
all right.
But
15
yeah, mostly
seconds.
for the Bat.
What are they going for? Someone toss a hero out, or just wait and hope they pick one before you say something.
I was gonna do the latter. I mean, that's the clever way of
I
doing it.
mean, that's what you're doing.
Alchemist.
I think that they're. Oh, what? Is there a
Whoa.
race? Kit?
It's the king of wraiths.
Oh
what
my
what
god.
a change up in the drafts. Look at these heroes: Razor, Tree Protector, and Wraith King.
Are we seeing the same two teams?
Wraith King complexity.
So we talked a little bit about Race King earlier, about critting creeps, and we're hitting them and one hitting
10
them.
seconds.
You'll always be able
Yeah,
to
you,
farm
push,
something.
you just go and at like level 3 or 4, every once you'll
5
you'll just
seconds
pop into the
remaining.
jungle and hit the big creep a couple times and just hope you get the crit,
Yeah.
Dude,
and
you know
then
what
you
else?
pop over to your lane again.
There's an eclipse and you just spawn skeletons.
My
Oh,
God.
tank
damn,
the
I
Eclipse
wasn't
with
thinking about
skeletons,
that
dude.
one.
That sounds pretty cool.
Traditionally, Wraith King's been good against Luna because of the reincarnation, right? And that you're
Mhm.
just able to sort of tank face. Now you're even better with skeletons. You're a good pushing hero too. Wow.
Bad.
A
and-
balance.
Bad and a protecting hero.
it is a
for the
mid puck
Luna.
then.
That's
So it is mid. Yeah, mid puck, off lane of Batten.
Whew.
Where are you at,
Batten able
Abdog?
to remove the sticky stacks as well as the lasso.
What do we
is,
think of this?
Interesting.
I think EG's lineup is built entirely around like enabling the Luna, and I think Complexity have a lot of pretty good anti-Luna heroes in their cores of Razor and Wraith King. I
Hmm.
kind of like coL, though I don't know if Wraith King's really like I have more faith in Luna strats than Wraith King strats.
It's a bit more. You know what they're gonna do. A bit more proven, tried and tested. Grant, prediction. You
I
first.
don't know. I agree. I like it. I like the frontliner. I like the Abbott last pick, especially versus Batrider. So EG.
Shocker.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean,
What are you gonna pick?
Luna can farm ancients. I think this has been the kills. The
thing?
kills have been really slow in these games. The
Yeah.
kill score. So I think these like heroes that can just flash farm are really going to be important. So I'm going to go EG.
I
Shocker.
will say Complexity.
All right. I
Nice.
will say EG because for me also the Luna is just a little bit more conventional. But let's find out. Is EG gonna just 2-0 sweep and secure their place for the major? Here's OD Pixel and Luminous.
Thank you very much, Chief. Yeah, we're ready for game 2, the grand finals. EG versus Complexity. EG one game away from securing that spot. At the major and classic Complexity style, when everything's up against the wall for them, they pull out another bit of a shocker, something a little different. They have this dual core of the Razor and the Wraith King. Wraith King, a hero that
Prepare
no one is playing, and as far as Complexity are aware, that is one of the requirements that they have when they're looking to draft something a little different. If no one else is doing it, Complexity's sure to be one of the teams to try and make it work.
Are they the hipster of the professional Dota 2 teams?
I think you've got to certainly consider them as that. They're coming through with some fresh stuff every single time we see them play. I mean, let's talk about Lumia. How do you rate the Wraith King? Is it going to be
I haven't seen
good?
it at all, so I don't know. I don't know whether he's good or not.
You're not ready for the skeletons?
Yeah, this is going to be a learning experience. Spawning skeleton against Luna Eclipse seems pretty
It
hot.
could be legit.
Yeah.
It could be legit.
The other
Needs
thing,
to be.
that I want to bring up real fast is that Limp's playing the Batrider. Moose playing the Razor.
Okay.
I thought, your offlane player
Yeah.
will be playing the Bat instead, so I find that a
30
little strange.
seconds to battle.
Yeah, going to be having some potentially different matchups. We'll see what matchups Complexity are looking to get once the lanes start to take place. As it is, Complexity all down on the bottom, looking for a skirmish if it comes their way, but EG alternately up on the top of the map. They're smoked up.
Ooh,
and won't find anything by the looks of it. Complexity, as I say, on the opposite side of the map to them.
So by the item purchase, they are going to put Batrider on the mid lane. It's got the 2 tangos. And EG has read that perfectly. They will put their Abaddon, which is their best hero against the Batrider, also on the mid lane. So this is something that you,
All right, I'm down.
don't really see.
Yeah, some Universe Abaddon mid. Let's do it. And as you say, well, this is just this is the matchup you're looking for, and Complexity, when they realize this, they're going to be like, goodness, EG, they knew what we wanted to do.
Ooh, courier snipe.
And they found the matchups.
Go, Kyle. Don't mess this one up.
Oh,
Radiant's courier has been killed.
very, very nice indeed start for Complexity. We've seen in earlier series how big a courier snap early on can be. And Universe indeed, as you say, having that strength of just being able to remove the napalm with the aphotic shield. Still though, Limp can keep aggressive around it and starts to push him back. Up top, EG running the aggressive tri-lane. RTZ, Fear and Crit straight up against the defensive of coL, Chesty, Kyle, and Steve Freak.
You know what would be really funny here? Because Chesty's going to struggle in this lane, right? He gets to level 2, he levels up Mortal Strike, and he just peace out of the lane and just gives Z-Freak a lane to farm. So honestly, this is not the best lane for the Wraith King to farm as a melee core.
Yeah, because it certainly gets scary once the level 2s are there for EG's lineup. You can definitely run at him. Mid lane, Uni doing a good job of getting the CS in response to Limp as it stands, pretty much even between the two of them. And that leaves this bottom lane. So move on the solo lane, Razor. And has got a solo matchup, so it shouldn't be too difficult for him at all. It is Sumail, but at the same time, Sumail probably likely to find quite a bit.
Yeah, basically, if Mu ever sees Sumail using that orb to farm, he gets to walk in and start to link up.
And if he's getting lucky and getting that unstable current passive proc on Sumail as well, it's going to make the lane even nicer for him. Up top, Kyle being spotted out. Now chasing him down. Away from the lane, he's ticking down low with the Lucid Beam and the right clicks. Kyle should fall. He'll invest his money, but he's down. RTZ takes the kill. Gets to pick up a bounty rune as well on the way back to lane.
I think this game features 4 of the strongest support heroes when it comes to like level 1 fights. Treant, Kiro very strong, but so is Wyvern and Ogre. Ogre finds himself haste rune. Is he gonna run at mid? And the Batrider's not even mid anymore. Bad is switching the lane. And the question is, will they follow? Universe still has his TP, so he doesn't end the line. Top lane?
Yeah, there we go. Talking about the strong level 1 supports, they're making a play in return, and indeed Complexity do grab the kill, take down Crit. So as you were saying, we're certainly seeing the strengths of both sides. And yes, the question comes in, do they want to move again? They do, look at it. They follow the movement of Complexity. They want to try and get that bat out of the Abaddon lane and into the puck one, but Sumail follows Mu. And Uni, he follows Limp. These two couples, you can't break them apart.
Sumail had a TP on him. He could have either given it to the Abaddon or just put it in the lane. Surprised to see neither of those options being explored. Chesty looks like he's gonna just maintain in this lane. I guess he's not really worried about dying. It's more so that his supports have to worry. He's got 1 point and 1 zombie stored up.
Yeah, they're gonna make a go at him. He comes maybe a little bit too far. And he is not surviving this one. Chesty comes out when there is no support backup near, and the supports, I believe, checking out the pull and such. They were not in no position at all to help out there. So a bit of a misplay and a massive misstep from Chesty ends up costing his life from the top lane.
Also, Living Armor is a pretty poor defensive ability in this game. Both Arctic Burn as well as Ignite. Takes it off very quickly. Kyle doesn't even have his skill yet, but down the stretch, I'm not sure how much Living Armor is going to do.
Kyle will lay into fear a little bit, but won't be able to chase. Again, the movements from Complexity once more as they bring Limp back to the mid lane so we can get the matchup against the puck. And they send Mu back down bottom on the Razor so we can get that matchup against the Abaddon. Sumail does have 7 sticky napalm stacks on him, but he's got the orb up. We'll be able to jump it away. And musical lanes once more. Universe back to the mid lane. He says, I'm going to go against the bat. Sumail's going to go against the Mu. The Mu Razor. Top lane, RTZ. Ticking down very low. Woodtail with a Lucid Beam. Chesty pops the stick charges. Still surviving for now. Can't get away though. 1-for-1 trade. Both carries going down.
the zombies are attacking. They're actually doing quite a bit of extra damage.
It's a decent amount early on. In goes the army. Looking to attack onto crit. For Complexity, they do find the 2 kills in return for the 1. Jesse will see where it heads now. And oh, wait, so Complexity, they then moved again.
Yeah.
I've lost count of the times that these two have switched around, Limp and Moo, Sumail and Universe, and Limp giving Sumail a good old rundown once again. I mean, you can see why they're trying to get Sumail away from this bat lane, but Complexity being... I mean, you know what he's saying. Do you want to swap again, boys? He's sort of heading over.
They'll shrine first, I think.
So many times as this switch over happened, I don't think I've ever seen a lane change as much as it has in the first 5 minutes of game, just to try and avoid a certain matchup. I mean, it's working. You look at the CS of the 4 of those heroes moving around, it's pretty much neck and neck. You know, 22, 22, 24, 25 on those 4. Up top, Fear, finding out coL. Crit and Arteezy with the chase again. coL will be an easy... What's that? Easy pops the stick charges, and he's got the shrine. Not going to get the chance to pop it, though.
He was also so close to actually getting into his tree invis, but he decided to attack out of it.
And very convenient the times that they're able to find the fight. And look, again. They move again. Limp's back to the mid. Sumail's got it. Okay. Universe will TP back to base. I think he's going to end up walking down the mid lane. Sumail's got a TP if wants to go back down. Oh, look, coL, they're plenty ahead of it. I mean, Limp picks up a DD. Where's he going to head?
No, he's
going back mid.
Switching the lane. Come on.
I think, dude, Sumail's going to go bottom again. Mark my words. He's got a TP.
All right.
Maybe not this time. Yeah, the Universe is making the walk back down there. Maybe they'll just accept it as it is and know that Complexity are not going to give up and are going to continue to chase down this matchup. But as we see, Sumail, he gets pressured back by this bat. It's not nice. I'm sure he's shouting at Uni saying, please, one more. Can we swap the lanes once more? Up top, Chesty being gone on. He should go down. Lucid Beam finishes him off here. Going for the TP out in the midst of the chaos will make it crit as well. TP's back to safety. Mood trying to chase down Arteezy. He doesn't quite have the speed to do so. And we'll get away with the kill, EG. Sumail have to be careful in the mid lane. coL is there, hanging around on the side of the tree line.
There's no way to kill him, right?
Unless he uses the orb aggressively.
Alright, maybe Rudo. He did orb aggressively.
Did orb, yeah, and he is going to have to jump away to it. 4 stacks on him. Limp's going to try for the chase down with the Firefly.
Okay.
Dream coL actually gets whiffed. I don't know if Limp can get it. Looks like Sumail's a little too far away now.
Him. Here comes EG.
They're going to look to maybe try and turn if Limp gets a little too aggressive. Both supports coming into that mid lane. And now, in fact, Chesty, he's going to take a turn and switch in lanes. He says, this top lane, it's an absolute disaster. I want to come and try and farm down on the bottom.
I mean, can't Chesty just jungle is my...
I mean, the thing is, jungling nowadays, it's not great, Lumi.
Yeah, but he one-shot creeps.
This is true. But if the RNG's there, I mean, the percentage chance is pretty low in it. What is it with level 1? It's not great.
The thing is, I don't think...
9%, Lumi. I mean, it's not great.
I mean, I don't think he was getting a lot of farm up top either.
This is true. Mate, 9% is better than no percent.
He's got 30 CS, you know, top lane, but 10 behind the Luna. And Luna is just wrecking him.
Yeah, it's easy to finding all the farm out of this top lane. Oh, Moo, he's going to try and make a go on it, but they'll turn with the Eclipse, and oh, Moo, oh, he's made a mistake. They turn straight onto him. They turn towards Z-Freak. Z-Freak being brought down low. Fear finds the Fire Blast. Stick charges will by Z-Freak sometime. Fear looking to try and get the vision for Arteezy to land that final Lucent Beam. Should do the job. He finds Z-Freak. Z-Freak surely is going down. Living Armor's buying him some time with the heal as well for the Leech Seed. And it will be enough to allow them to turn around for Arteezy. They do punish the Luna for diving in deep. And they'll claim Fear as well as Chesty comes through with the TP. Meanwhile, Limp dives, gets the kill on Sumail.
This is a bloodbath.
It absolutely is. 7 for 6. Some crazy stuff here in the NA Regional Grand Finals. And we wouldn't have it any other way.
That Liquid Fire Joe Breath combination made Arteezy's attack speed so slow he couldn't get off those like final couple of right clicks to get the kill.
And Moo back to his round on taking a turn down on the bottom lane. Up against Uni.
I already forgot who started which lane.
I did. Arteezy's now down bottom.
Yeah.
9 minutes in, and it has to be the most lane switches I've ever seen in a competitive game in the laning stage. It's crazy. And Moo, is he going to expect this? He is backing up. Crit trying to chase, but Moo, yeah, should be fine. Just far enough out of it. And he's going to sort of ask the question like, hey, weren't you guys up top a second ago? Arteezy's down here. Definitely overall, the whole lane switching it is favoring the fact that there is that pretty significant difference between the farm on Chessie and the farm on Arteezy.
I think everyone overall this game just has no farm because of all the lane switching. This got to be one of the lowest CS in game, which I think slightly favors complexity. Maybe not, like because EG's heroes could farm Ancients and Necros faster.
And they're getting a lot of objectives as well. You know, they're putting pressure onto these towers early on with the pushing power of the Luna. 4 heroes down bottom on EG. Complexity trying to slow this down, but it's not going to be successful from coL. They've got to let this tier 1 go. EG should claim the tower. More money into the bank of Arteezy. And Artor gets the final touch as well.
Look at that top lane though. Chessie's popping them skeletons.
Yeah, they're doing the work. TP in from Arteezy. Is at his time down bottom. Wishes to return back to his original lane. And he'll be there to clean out this push.
Chessie was trying so hard to chop down that siege unit with his 9%. And he just can't proc it. Oh man.
How's Lim doing? Interesting for Lim. Going for the boots to travel first on the bat this game. I mean, with the way that the lanes have been switching up as they are, I'm not surprised.
No,
he's been TPing has been the aim of the game so far. Reacting to the moves of EG.
bo3 used to go for the BOT bat a lot, and the idea behind that is you get to farm in the enemy jungle very quickly, and then still be a threat on the map and assist in ganks. We'll see if that's going to be the way that Lim's going to play it. He's really the only player bo3 was that did the BOT build, and he was moderately successful in it. Granted, he was on Cloud 9, so they lost a lot of games, but not his fault, I guess.
Lim.
Oh,
found Junie. He's a little deep here. He does have the bots, but with the threat of a Dream coil, he can't really TP out at all. He's going to get surrounded. He'll try and Firefly away, but I mean, as you say, maybe trying for the bo3 strat.
Very good cosplay of bo3.
Yeah, I was going to say. Goes for jungling, ends up dying. Who wore them best? Bots back, getting punished.
Chessie anciently now. That's a cool thing that this hero can do. Look at him go.
Look at those skeleton. Look at the armor.
Why did he do this since minute 1?
I mean, you got to build the charges up. But I mean, it's early. Yeah, there's the crit. Percentage getting better as it levels up. Bottom lane move, trying to move it on to crit. Sees the eye of the storm. And we'll hold back move the Winter's Curse. Not wanting to be chased down by the Razor. coL getting some space at the top lane. Decent levels on this Treant. Level 8. Universe turns it. Bit of a rundown. No detection on Uni, so we can't really commit for that one. But does force coL out of the lane. Arteezy has the Dragon Lance. Need to finish straight up into the Hurricane Pike. coL says that's mine. Waltzes over, grabs the bounty. To safety.
Wyvern.
There's no safety for Quick. Easily giving them the rundown. They should be able to find that tier 1 tower as well. Complexity down on the bottom with the pushing power of Mu, and indeed they do. Towers down, Universe and Arteezy looking for the trade up top. They've got the Eclipse. If coL do look for the fight, Arteezy can try and turn.
Chessie's got Reincarnation. This is going to be a pretty good fight.
Yeah, with the mass numbers coming in, EG, they've got to get out of here. They are going to find the stun on Toga Magi. Fear getting chased. Indeed, the Skeleton Army hot onto him. Fear, I don't think he's getting out of this one. He's not. That's one down. Universe is well in trouble. He's got the borrowed time. Crit coming in. Lasto's there to control Universe, drag him away from his teammates. And with that complexity, they'll take down the Abaddon as well. Getting themselves 2 kills. The Splinter Blast, bringing complexity down very low. Should say, though, Chessie still has the Reincarnate. EG unable to re-engage. And Sumail is just using this opportunity to push mid. Didn't have a TP scroll, unfortunately, for the side. But at the same time, he'd probably do better to avoid those fights for now, as he's very, very close to the Blink Dagger. Having that finish before he tries to turn up and turn those situations around is going to be the best play for him.
You know, I never really considered those skeletons that he summons for actual any like fighting capability, but this early in the game, they actually crunch surprisingly hard. Yeah.
The psychological damage as well is massive. I mean, they're skeletons. They're pretty damn spoopy.
Oh. Sumail might go down here using the orb for the kill. Sumail dropped a little bit. Eclipse comes through. Getting a lot of it blocked though by the living armor.
Yeah, living armor. It's gonna save him.
Plot armor, easy. By the way, coL also picked up a Midas.
Oh.
Position 5 Midas. he has a 10% CDR talent at level 10, so if he picks that one up, that Midas.
I mean, either way, 35% XP game with the Midas is going to be nice as well.
Yeah, very good talent.
Let's see what he takes. And Living Armor, making these sieges a little trickier for EG's Universe. Starts to try and beat down onto the tier 1 tower. Not really too much he can do on his own. That Living Armor keeping the tower safe.
All right, I'll get super hyped if coL takes his 3-second tree respawn time talent. Oh, man.
Save the trees, Matt.
We'll see. It just seems terrible, but you know, this is complexity.
I mean, what's the other one at 15?
90 damage.
That's a good bit of damage. Here's what we had the panel talking about. Arteezy on the Luna, very easily able to clean the Ancients. He's got a decent stack up for him, and unlikely that Complexity are going to do anything about this. They've got the sentry down, EG, so they know that Complexity don't have vision on this, and that Arteezy can take it pretty safely without having to worry about anyone coming in for a bit of action.
Joke's on Arteezy. Chessie's been farming Ancients like 10 minutes ago.
Those skeletons,
dude.
Who needs glaives when you got an undead army?
Of course, not in the same rate, but that's it seems like that's what Fog's focusing on the panel. Who could farm the Ancients faster?
On mid lane, the magic of Treant. That tier 1 tower was at half health a minute ago. Living Armor doing its stuff. Back up to full health. Arteezy takes the attack speed, and the sort of little bit of an unorthodox build on the back continues. After the bots, Limp picks up the Hood of Defiance.
Okay. Good against the Eclipse. Well, I mean, there's a ton of magic damage on the EG.
Top lane, Complexity take the tier 1 tower. Right, and he takes, you mentioned it, 10% cooldown reduction with the Midas.
Oh,
that's efficiency.
That's a nice law moment.
Yeah.
Position fight. So I do want to point out that right now we have Abaddon going for the Lotus Orb, which, I mean, makes a lot of sense. There's a lot of single target spells to reflect. At the same time, by him going for this utility build, I am worried who is really going to output the damage.
Missile on Arthur.
Yeah, and maybe a little bit from the puck. But side of Complexity, they're on all 5 heroes are extremely tanky, and you got to kill the Wraith King twice. So as much as I like the Lotus Orb, I was kind of hoping to see Universe going for a Midas into Radiance build up on his own, but that won't be the case here.
I mean, I think with it, definitely the way that Arteezy's been playing recently, you could definitely rely on him to be the sort of the sole massive carry. And just have him as your lone damage dealer. And any way that you can keep him alive is going to be huge. That Lotus Orb is going to do a lot, you know, because all these fights, Arteezy's trying to get him on the front lines with the use of the Eclipse, but the static link causing issues for that. If you get that Lotus Orb on him beforehand, you know, suddenly the static link's going to do nothing. You're only going to steal back what's being stolen, and he can afford to charge in and do a considerable amount of damage at this stage with the Lunar Blessing. Mid lane, Sumail jumps in, he has the Dream Coil. Arteezy's coming through as well. TP reactions are coming in, but the Eclipse is already out. Moo getting brought down low, and he's out of it. Moo's gone, the TPs will be cancelled. As EG can put the pressure onto the tier 1 tower. Living Armor's going to be back up. See if coL just want to throw it into the mid lane. No, he doesn't need to for now. Got the fortification. Limp trying to see if he can get a look in for a lasso opportunity. Chessie's there as well, and in fact, they're doing their best to try and hold off this push from EG, and it's working. Complexity turn up in numbers, EG respected with the Eclipse and Dream Coil already expended, and they back away. And with that tier 1 still standing, if you live in armors, it's going to be back up to full health. EG have to really commit if they want to try and take some towers at this stage with the Treant in the game.
Yeah, Complexity is looking like mightily powerful under that tier 1, and now with the Eclipse down, Complexity, it's their turn to go. Limp, smoke breaks, so he sees Fear. That should be a very easy kill.
Won't fit. He's a little AFK here, and he's going to pay the price. Lasso drags him back into the 3 of them with the Ice Path. The magical damage from Z-Freak. Fear's gone.
All right, make them skeletons. Is he going to summon them?
He wants to. It doesn't need to by this tier 1 tower. Fortification will come through. Complexity stand their ground, and they'll take the tower. No sort of a defense coming out from EG straight away. coL, interesting. But after the minus he's queued up the Blink Dagger. Very useful for finding those good ults in the team fights early on. As we talked about, that route can be very, very nice to get against the puck and such. Ooh, talking about coL, they've been found out. We'll have to pop the ult to try and hold them back. Jessie leaning forward. trying to buy some space for the Treant to get out of there with the Ray Fire Blast onto the Luna. And in fact, with the Viz proc in, he should be fine. Walks away from the trees, continues to run top lane. Sumail tried to get in onto Z-Free, but he's getting punished for this one. Limp knocks him back with the flame break. Sumail trying to escape with the orb. They've got enough damage and control. One more phase shift, buying some time. Universe will end up catching out coL. And now with Crit turning up, he has the setup onto the bat. He's charging forward. Arteezy Hurricane pikes in. Limp trying to hide in the tree line, but EG, they're diving in. They're diving deep. They'll find the Jakiro. They should get the bat as well as Sumail blinked forward, has the shutdown. They take the 3 kills. And with 3 heroes out of the game, no Treant, no living armor to worry through, EG can get an easy tier 1 from this top lane.
Chesty's trying his best to push bottom and put a little pressure, but Complexity really... I mean, I think the Treant was a fine death, even though I think he could have survived, but losing 2 more up on the top lane, that was pretty unlucky break for Complexity. And now they're gonna, off of those 2 mistakes, that was like a 4K ghost swing as two towers went down for the side of Complexity. And losing tower when you have a Treant on your team is pretty bad. Looks like they will hold the tier 2 top. The only 1 tower going down. And Arteezy back up to ancient farming.
Universe picks up a Blade Mail on the Abaddon, so going to be even bigger. Actually did change his mind, didn't end up going for the Lotus Orb.
Okay.
Does decide to focus on himself being able to do more, charging in on the front.
Yeah, I like that choice a lot more. Chesty picks up Mask of Madness and Blink now, so he is looking to be fight ready.
Taking the 15 strength over the 5 back skeletons. the army will not be growing today.
I mean, that talent is so memey. Because when 14 skeletons aren't enough, I don't know. You really need 28.
See what the next player is for EG. I think they're going to be happy with the state of the game, though. Arteezy is breaking far ahead in farm. And no amount of skeletons are sort of closing the gap for Chesty. He's 3K behind that of Arteezy's Luna. Very hard to keep up with the speed that Arteezy's been taking these Ancients.
Again, it's just Arteezy, right? Because after him, the rest of EG is falling relatively far behind.
This is true, yeah?
Yeah.
Sumail a little bit behind his counterpart. Well, actually, no, Limp, they're pretty much neck and neck. But yeah, it's the fact that the Razor, you know, Moo, who started on that off lane,
yeah,
he's sitting in a very good place when it comes to the farm. He's got the BKB complete. He's ready to charge into the fight.
Don't forget about coL with that Midas. I mean, this game, it looks like it's going to be slow and long, and he is looking to set up on the top lane. If they could get a static link,
he's got Moo there as well.
They should have vision.
Here we go. coL has got the eyes on him, but Arteezy does have backup, and in fact, Chesty, he's being gone on jump forward. Oh, indeed. He pops the Manta. Arteezy's going to be fine. Sumail comes in with the silence. They're looking towards Chesty. Winter's Curse comes through, holding back this BKB'd Razor, but Moo still gets the static link off onto Arteezy. He's dragged back by the lasso. Limp had the control, and Arteezy's down. Moo picking up the double as they take Sumail as well. They've got the Ice Path onto Universe, chasing him down. Phil will be fortunate with the TP just in time before the Ray Fire Blast connects. Universe goes for the TP out as well. So EG will limit the casualties, but they lose 2 massive cores. Both Sumail and Arteezy going down. Big plays there. Moo getting the BKB off in time, meaning that even despite what looked to be a pretty fantastic Winter's Curse, it wasn't enough to save the lineup. The Eye of the Storm was already out. The static link was there as well from Moo, heavily limiting what Arteezy could get done in the fight. And off the back of those 2 kills, they'll get an easy Roshan unless EG can go for some amazing sort of snipe or play. Universe is trying to head forward, but he's not going to be able to get himself stuck in. They take down Roche. Moo picks up the Aegis, and now in fact they're looking to try and get Uni. His ult's still on cooldown for 10 seconds. He will pluck the Blade Mail, but Chesty Manzo trying to cut through. Looks like the buff will be enough to get this one out of there. They're looking to turn, jump forward onto Chesty. They'll be able to bring him down. He didn't have the Aegis, so he's gone. And Sumail with this Dream coil, looks like they may even be able to get more out of it. coL tries for the TP out. He's not going to make it because Arteezy heads forward with Vengeance and the Eclipse to beat down Complexity. And Moo's just left to run away with that Aegis. He will keep it on him, but EG striking back hard after a failed fight up in the jungle of Complexity and losing Roshan to Complexity.
Yeah, this is going to be a very important tier 1 tower. I'm not sure if they could poke down to the tier 2. Firefly will get laid down in between these two towers to protect it. But big victory here. coL jumping in very aggressively after Abaddon, which is probably the toughest kill on the EG squad, and was very punished for it. But in that last team fight, as I was pointing out, if you do a 4 protect 1 strategy, it doesn't matter even if they can't kill RTZ very quickly. Just the amount of chain stunning control they laid on him. If you control the Luna, who's actually doing the damage? It was a very good curse. Yeah, it was a very good coil, but you need Artur to actually be right-clicking. So that is the big danger when you put so much farm on one carry.
Yeah, absolutely. You lose RTZ, you lose the fight, as it would seem at the moment. Unique takes the missed coil damage over the extra armor, and we've seen coL as he hit level 15 on the tree, and yeah, nearly yet. So we'll see what he takes. Does he take the punch, or does he decide to save the trees?
I don't know. I don't know what saving the trees is good for, but you know, I guess the environment would be the obvious answer, but
still very close as it stands. 15 to 12. EG still having this very, very stacked Luna. coL looking for the place. The smoke up does get scanned out immediately by EG. So they know that a movement's inbound. Beer trying to position himself in a way that would tank the gang, and indeed it looks like he will do so. They'll jump straight onto him. EG, that was the plan all along. They knew a movement was coming in. If they had to lose someone, Fear nobly offers himself up the complexity and will lose his life for it.
Yeah, it's an overall very low value gank. Even if they got, let's say, a Puck or something like that, or maybe a bigger forward, they really can't push off of it. The creep waves are too push. There's no Roshan to be taken as an objective, so I think Complexity was just looking for a very big kill. Like maybe they could luck out and get Luna. Unfortunately, they only got the Ogre.
And he's hit 15. He's not dropped a skill point yet into one of the talents, so he's probably like, which one do I get?
Neither, because they're both.
I know, he takes the damage. I mean, the damage is the.
Okay. I mean, he's been doing so much neutral. It just makes sense.
Yeah, sure. I mean, the other one is a bit of a meme. 90 damage it's a fair bit of a punch if he gets his hands on evil geniuses. See what plan is next. Is EG of Universe queuing up for completing the full pipe next for the lineup. somehow working towards that Aghanims, more than halfway there. Pretty unexpected. We'll see. How's Chessie doing on the Wraith King?
Just farming, jungling it up.
MKB.
Yeah.
Okay, so not getting a BKB for himself this game.
Playing around the solar crest of crits. And this is where a very slow pacing game, this is where Treant gets really strong. He basically plays pretty much like a bounty hunter. And I hope he goes for the Aghanims. I feel like this kind of pacing, this is where Axe really takes over. You could, of course, give vision, but also take farm away from the enemy jungle.
Yep. It's on the hunt. Okay, at least he's just looking to try and stop this push coming through for those illusions that RTZ is pressuring with. RTZ is very close to having completed Butterfly.
Oh, look at the skeletons. Go, go, go.
Easy tier 2 for coL. Now we'll put Chessie closer and closer to having the MKB done. Moo's Aegis expiring. Finishes the S and Y of the BKB. So a fair bit of stats on this Moo Razor. Nothing quite yet himself that will allow him to get any sort of true strike through onto RTZ. The evasion do a lot for Artur. Doesn't have a BKB, and as we've seen, you can't underestimate the damage that this Jakiro can kick out.
Yeah. He's relying a lot from his allies to heal him, and they do have a lot of supportive abilities, starting with the Abaddon kit. But there's like, co-embrace, there are Glimmer Cape, Solar Crest, things like that. The biggest problem is that none of them actually deal very well against the static link, and that will be the ultimate counter.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
You'll need to get a bunch of force staffs to push that Luna away from Mu.
See what they can do. Here again, complexity. They keep invading EG's jungle. They seem unable to really find an opening to make a jump. They see Universe in the mid lane, but of course, on this Abaddon, not the hero at all that they want to jump on. They just seem unable to hunt down Arteezy at all, and Arteezy is just continuing to increase this lead that he has, as he is absolutely huge. Level 20.
They are looking to gank Limp up top. His Firefly is about to run out. It does run out here. Blink Dagger on cooldown as well. coL will be available.
They've got the setup with the Yules.
Yep.
And with Arteezy's damage, this should be a very easy kill indeed. Limp not getting out of that one. Arteezy doing so much with that butterfly. Bottom lane, coL. Love Kyle soaking up the XP, keeping this lane push through. Chessie does have the MKB complete. If they can get Chessie on top of Arteezy, they do have a chance of having the damage to take down that Luna, but it's still going to be hard with the Manta in play in such a lot of ways that Arteezy can get away, and as you say, with the supportive capabilities that EG's lineup has around that position 1. It makes it very hard for Complexity to actually get a lockdown onto Arteezy. With that in mind, EG know that they're safe to go for the high ground. Force out the fortification, maybe even more. Boo just popping the Eye of the Storm, trying to push and pull the creeps away from this.
They can't lose that tier 3. Living
Armor has already been used. Giving
up a free tier 3.
It's getting absolutely destroyed. Where's the team? Where's everyone? Chessie will jump forward. They do get the static link onto Arteezy, chasing down. It all comes through. They are going to stun up this Mu. In fact, Mu, he's in so much trouble. Arteezy's damage is too much for Razor to deal with. They'll lose the Razor. They'll lose the reincarnation on Chessie. It'll be able to blink out. It's just too much of a push. Limp's going to come in with the lasso, try and drag Arteezy out of it all. They do have the stun. Arteezy gets the Eclipse off though, and Complexity just dying in the base. Arteezy forced away, Chessie to fall. Arteezy stays alive. He's just too damn big. The way that EG's played this game, getting this Luna so far ahead of everyone else on the lineup of Complexity, means that we're at a point where they can just go down a lane and Complexity have no answer at all for this power of push.
Well, they didn't even try to answer it. They allowed EG to take the tier 2 for free. That's fine, you're not going to defend the tier 2, but they also allowed them to take the tier 3 for free. I just felt like Complexity's hero just responded way too slowly. As a Treant team, you just make sure you stay behind your tower, you protect your high ground, and you should be fine. And of course, I think that teamfight was actually won by Sumail's Aghanim Scepter as well.
Yeah.
His Scepter...
We saw the stun on the Razor.
Yeah, and he basically had BKB on, and it was like, what, 9-second, 10-second BKB, and just died.
Stun.
Yeah, so it was huge, huge play.
And off the back of that fight, Arteezy, he's a few hundred away from having a completed Satanic.
This net worth bar on Arteezy looks like he's playing Alchemist or something. It is crazy.
They just haven't been able to deal with the Luna at all. And the Wraith King, sure, it's a fun pick, but it's not a pick that's going to be able to farm anywhere near the same rate as a Luna. And we are absolutely seeing that in the difference in numbers at this stage.
Well, Roshan will be the next point of contention. Reincarnation's back up.
I think you're going to need more than 2 lives to be able to have a chance this game.
Now that I'm looking at Wraith King's talents, pretty terrible considering that I don't think anybody's going to take his skeletons very seriously.
No, I mean, maybe that's the mistake, Lumi.
Should have taken the +5.
Should have taken the +5 max skeletons.
And then now at level 20, you get the +30 skeleton attack damage.
I think that's what they'll take away from this game.
That's absolutely atrocious. Luna says, thanks for the free farm. Maybe that's why Arteezy's so rich. Farming all them skeletons.
Tower is under attack.
I don't know, man. How do they kill this Luna? And as you say, Complexity, they have to respond as a full 5 man if that push comes through. And they just could not afford to lose racks. I mean, already being down a set, they don't have the best way to sort of shove the lane out in the same matter as a hero like Luna does. Universe invading. They did have the sentry down, so they do have eyes on him. trying to make a bit of a go for it, but the rest of EG's inbound. And with that in mind, Complexity, they have to be very careful how they group up. Move past the BKB, but he's held back by the Winter's Curse. Universe still alive, hasn't even lost the borrowed time. He's still got that available. Sumail pots down the Dream coL onto 2. Arteezy ready to fight with the Eclipse.
God.
Charging forward, ripping through Complexity. Moo's going to go down. They'll lose the Reincarnate on Chessie. And EG, they're ready to go for round 2 for sure. They'll look towards Chessie. They do lose the Wyvern. They do lose Sumail, but they're buying back. EG knows this could be the fight to end the game and to get them through to the Major. As Chessie is down for 70 seconds. Moo on the retreat. EG hot on the chase. They won't be able to get the catch onto this Razor, but those buybacks coming out straight away from EG, they know that Roshan's up. They can back up, they can take Rosh, grab the Aegis and cheese, and then they could look to close this one off.
Yeah, very good play from Arteezy in that last team fight. Got static linked up, Crit backed him up with a curse, and he just force-staffed down the river, getting away from the link. The BKB ran out, and then he just let his ult rip, and that was pretty much it. Complexity has technically a lot of control on paper, but they used a ton of them on the Abaddon. He's probably the worst person you want to throw it on.
And I think that whole fight, Universe's ult didn't even get procced. It's not great. Not great if you're Complexity. As EG's lineup just looking infinitely stronger now. It may only be a 6k gold lead, but just the fact that so much of that money is on Arteezy. As well as, you know, you look at Complexity's lineup, it's just the fact that it's more split up. Sure, Z-Freak and coL have a decent amount of farm, but what's he going to do at this stage of the game? They'll jump forward onto Artur, but he's got the Aphotic Shield, just rips through the tier 3s, and now with the racks exposed, the Glaives are just bouncing around, bringing them down low. They do take Arteezy down once. Can they do it a second time? Again, this Dream coL stun holding back move through the BKB. Arteezy's back for round 2. The Winter's Curse catches forward, then they turn. Cut down Limp, their own teammate. coL's down as well. They're down to Complexity without buyback. Chessie getting ripped to shreds by Arteezy. Complexity, they're falling to pieces. EG, they're going for the game. They can smell the Major. They're about to make it through, knocking coL out in this grand finals 2-0 as coL fight to the bitter end. But what does it matter? It's game over. GG, well played is called, and Evil Geniuses will be your winner of the North American Regional Qualifiers for the DreamHack Major. They've made it, Lumi.
Congratulations.
And absolutely deserved as well. They really pulled it together in this series. This was, you know, without a doubt, an absolutely top of the world performance from Evil Geniuses. There was no messing about. Complexity, they did try something a little different in this game too. This very important game, of course, and it did not work out. The Wraith King felt incredibly underwhelming.
Yeah, he did. And also, I don't